Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to another episode of Top Tier Talk. Unfortunately, Elliot, you're a bystander this week, but on the plus side, you weren't disappointed by Arsenal because they didn't actually play. But to make up for it, Man United had two games and Chelsea had two games. So Chelsea, Amir, we'll start with you. Very, very well. I say hit and miss. You won a derby, but lost to Middlesbrough in the semis of the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, very hit and miss. I mean, obviously everyone can banter us. We lost to a championship side, and fair play to them. They defended really well. But on the main point of that game is that Cole Palmer should have scored a hat trick before any of this should have happened. We should have won the game. And you can't dig into him too much. He probably has been our player of the season, but is what it is. And in terms of a low block side, Middlesbrough, you got to give them props. As I said, they defended fantastically, and we're lucky there's a second leg because obviously it'll be at the Bridge as well, so there's a chance for us to get back into this game, which I think we will do, and I think we'll win and go through and face Liverpool in the final, which has been like a bit of a rivalry in recent years in terms of domestic competitions at Wembley. On to Fulham, London derby, West London derby. Much better. We got the win. I think we're three in a row in the Prem. We've won. We're just behind you guys, United. We were above you, but I think with that point, you're above us now again. So potentially a place in Europe. Top four is a bit of a stretch, but maybe a place in Europe could be on the cards. But there's still a lot of good teams, and we still have to improve a lot. In terms of the game with Fulham, again, it was squeaky bum time. I thought we were going to concede the last minute of the game, but we held on like we did against Luton, and Cole Palmer redeemed himself by scoring the penalty, and he played very well. It was his pass that led to Sterling getting the pen. So we played well there, and another clean sheet as well. Petrovic has been really good since coming in. Spoke about him last week, and I don't think Sanchez will replace him straight away when he's back. I think he has to earn that spot, which I hope is the case. The only point I'll probably make in the week is there's a lot of English bites, especially on a few Premier League programs on Saturday night, talking about Conor Gallagher being this, that, he cost us nothing, passion, everything. And he puts the other two £100+ million players, Caicedo and Enzo, to shame. There is a lot of English bias there. On off the ball, I cannot fault Cole Palmer, not Cole Palmer, Conor Gallagher's performance. He pays for the badge, he runs, the distance covered. On the ball, however, he's an absolute donkey. The decision making is not there at all. And the other two players, football wise, put him to shame. So I know you have to criticize the other two because of the price tag and all that, but the other two do offer a lot that goes unnoticed, especially Moises Caicedo. He's been very good for us in recent weeks, and I think he's barely put a foot wrong. So I don't really understand the English bias because Conor Gallagher frustrates me so much on the ball. He's very much like Raheem Sterling. I don't know if you watch him, just holds the ball too long instead of releasing it quickly, starting off for attack, and a lot of
I think
I
that's
don't know how
why
to
I was
put
going to say that's what I feel like. It's almost like Sterling's still rough around the edges. Obviously, I know he's not
it.
the age isn't on his side anymore. It's like it was never
Yeah,
coached out of him. Whereas obviously Gallagher's got the age to be able to go on and do that, and obviously different players, different positions.
of
But
course. Like I don't know what it is with him because off the ball is fantastic, and even at Palace, you guys remember he was scoring goals. The amount of shots he's taken for us and not scored. I mean, he hit the post again. I mean, you expect more goals, but obviously off the ball he's been fantastic, so you can't fault him too much. But I do think the English, like obviously the media as well, they do obviously overhype players for what they are. It's like eye test really. So I don't know if you lot agree. I don't know if you watch much of us to see that, but yeah.
Who's on the cards for your window? It's very quiet. Are
It
you
is
doing
very
anything?
quiet. The only thing I saw coming out that the board, I don't know how they only just realised, or they've just come out and said that they think a more experienced striker is needed. They don't think Jackson can lead the line just yet. And in a window like the January one, I think you guys are looking Arsenal as well. I think Karim Benzema's maybe probably on top of everyone's list, or like a Paulo Dybala. I think he's got a very low release clause. Someone like that with experience for a short term, like we got Higuain, so it could be something that can happen. Like we've had a Falcao for a short amount of time. We've had these like elite strikers at one point, so I can see maybe a Karim Benzema, and I think Benzema will be fantastic in the Prem. Any club he goes to, I'd love to watch him play, and I don't think he's having the best of time in Saudi. And to be honest, I think he probably left a bit earlier than he could have. I think he could have offered a bit more.
Fair enough. I mean, I wanted to ask, so obviously, I know you said obviously, it's unfortunate that you lost to Middlesbrough, but when they come back to your place, are you confident that you'll win, or are you going to be squeaky bum time again?
I'm confident. Yeah, no, I'm confident. Obviously, they're gonna be 11 man defending behind the ball. it's a given, and then trying to hit on the counter. But I think we got enough to beat them, and especially at the bridge as well. I think they're it's more in our favour to win.
And
And there's
then
only one. So if it was 2-3-0, because they did have other chances in the game, it could have been a much different
You
story.
can see it being a 3 or a 4. The Bar are just going to invite pressure on because they've got
Yeah.
one of them sort of games.
They had quite a few. They had a young striker coming on, the lanky guy. Yeah. He had a few chances because they had a couple injuries, which is actually embarrassing. More the amount of injuries they've had, and they got 2 more injuries before they scored the first goal, and they ended up winning the game, which was an issue for us. But they definitely could have scored 1 or 2 more. Then I would be very worried. But 1-0 is you need a goal to even get through. So it's like the goal's needed.
it's like next goal wins, basically.
Yeah, if they score first, then yeah, it could be a big issue for us.
I don't. There's no extra time, is there, in the Carabao Cup? So I don't think they'd be that mad if they lost 1-0 and to try to take it to pens because they've also got that 1 goal buffer.
Penalties is pot luck, isn't it? I mean, on
Yeah.
pens, we were last round. I think we scored all of them, but it's pot luck. Anything can happen.
And then
Moving
let's say, for example, the best thing comes out of you as well is that like Chelsea beats Middlesbrough and then you're into the final. I'll be honest, it's more likely it's going to be Liverpool in that final. Do you reckon are you confident going against them, or do you reckon it'll be 50-50?
In the final, isn't it? Finals, anything happen. We saw you guys against Birmingham in this competition a few years back. We've seen Wigan Wheaton. Now, on the final, you can't.
Sure, yeah.
It's difficult. But if we go on history against Liverpool in finals, we have been very good, but we haven't been able to convert chances. So if it goes to penalties or something, then yeah. I mean, I don't think we scored. Both teams scored a goal in the
They're
last
both
2 finals.
0-0s. They were both 0-0s.
It was both 0-0s or something like that. So it's literally hit and miss with them. So we'll see. And it depends if Salah comes back as well. I assume he would be back by then.
Yeah, it's the end of Feb.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah,
So
100%.
it will be.
Yeah.
I suppose taking it on to Man United with Chavez, unless anyone else has got any more questions for Amir.
Yeah.
No?
Poch in still, I guess.
Yeah.
Saved himself a bit of time.
Poch in.
Just about.
So Chavez, you were due against the mate specialist Hans Postecoglou. Can't even say his name at the weekend, but
I
before
won't
that,
even risk his name.
but
We
before
drew
that,
it.
I was
We
going to
beat
say
Wigan, yeah.
you beat Wigan, progressed in the FA Cup. So
Yeah.
take your pick.
I mean, I'm Ten Hag in, but some of Ten Hag's fans really do my head in. I saw a lot of posts after that game about your apology should be as loud as your disrespect about Ten Hag after beating Wigan in the FA Cup. In the game itself, we were okay. I mean, there wasn't actually many standout performers. The low was outstanding, but again, it's Wigan, so you have to kind of look at that. But he was positive, and there wasn't much. Bruno, I mean, basically bought a penalty. He did well to get that penalty, and there was a lot of media coverage about that, which is great. Good to see. Onana played. That's the one thing I don't understand. I'm really scared now for what is actually sitting in our dressing room. How bad must that goalkeeper be? Because Onana's having to do some serious traveling, innuendo
Well, did you see
to get to Cameroon.
the plane got cancelled or something, didn't it?
Yeah, he's not going to play now. His cousin's playing in goal today, so congrats to Onana's cousin. But his sister, no, this isn't. By the way, it actually is his cousin, so don't laugh. But yeah, Onana, I don't get that. Bayindir, apparently Bayindir's not good, but then I hear he is good, so who knows? We're never going to get to see him. So
Cameroonian, eh?
who? No, Bayindir is Turkish.
Turkish.
No. Onana.
Yeah, Onana's
They're currently
Cameroon.
they're currently losing 1-0 to Guinea. And Guinea
Maybe
have got 10 men.
I was going to say maybe he'd be subbed on, but I don't think he's in the squad. He didn't make it in time. He got stranded on his plane. So
Is that bio
whatever
for
that
your
was.
bio?
No.
No.
Wish it
Yeah.
was.
But yeah, that was the only thought of that game. Wigan did okay. And now we're on to the next round, which is another bye, by the way. We're playing Eastleigh or Newport, whoever wins that. I mean, that's another. We actually got a bit lucky. So maybe like a bit of Man City draw. Anyways, going on to the Spurs game, Ange had a lot of players out. And I have to say, the little shift was that Martinez, Casemiro, and Shaw were apparently back. It's a very fine line because Martinez and Casemiro did come back, but didn't start. So we still didn't really have a team of players that had come back. So again, if I have to say, if Martinez, actually, before I even tell you what I think, in the game within itself, Tottenham dominated us. Tottenham were way better than us. They had an identity. They always do have an identity when they play. You know exactly what they are going to do. And yeah, they look like the better team throughout the entire game. We did okay. We were clinical, which is rare for us. But yeah, so it was a worrying thing to see Ange be able to pull that off with so many injuries. Now, going on from that, I mean, I would have been much more worried if Martinez had started and Casemiro had started and Shaw was maybe in there. But we're at that border where not everyone's still back. But if we play like this with our players back, then I don't know what's going to happen with us because we don't really have any identity. I don't know what is going on with our team. Within the performance itself, Bruno played well. He was very creative. I don't know why he gets the hate he does, but he continuously does. He's in the team for one reason, and that's to create chances. Rashford scored, and he silenced the critics, which he had to clarify was only because of the Sancho thing. He commented and left a good comment for his mate, which I think anyone's allowed to
Oh,
do.
your thoughts on that
Uh,
before I cut you off? Sancho got an assist. I mean, impact straight away. Um, thoughts on that? Do you
yeah,
want
I mean,
to
he has
agree?
more assists than Anthony this season within like 20 minutes. But so does KDB. But no, it's the Bundesliga. I think Sancho would have to get 20 goals and 20. I mean, not 20. Let's half it because it's half a season. If Sancho gets 10 goals and 10 assists in the Bundesliga for the remaining part, then maybe I'll look up and say, oh, maybe he's good. But it's his standard. It's the Bundesliga, so it's really difficult to compare.
Is he on
So
loan there, or did he go bought out?
he's on loan. He's on
He's
loan.
on loan.
Well,
Oh.
he's
Yeah,
5% away there already.
yeah.
I
He said he's
saw
home.
I saw on a TikTok or said it Mason Mount after being at Chelsea all his life. um,
Yeah.
I saw in one of the TikToks it was like he was like he's late to his medical or something. And he said, "I'm so sorry for being late." Like this guy's just always late to everything. Like what the hell's
Yeah,
wrong?
even the jet didn't leave on time on the day he was supposed to go. He didn't make it. But yeah, going back from that, I mean, the Dortmund CEO said that Sancho's never had a discipline issue, so I don't know what they're on about. But going back to the game, Werner watch. It was his first game back, and he was very non-clinical. It did not look like he was ever going to score, but he got an assist, to be fair to him, and he did go up. And I mean, Delo was very aggressive and advanced, so Werner had space, but he did end up getting an assist. So first game back is okay. I thought Udogie, that guy, was absolutely outstanding. It's the best performance I've seen from a left back at Old Trafford in a very long time. He completely locked up Garnacho. And I told you guys about Garnacho having like the memory of a fish. He's that type of winger where if he gives the ball away 6 times, he'll still run at you again. He doesn't care, which is a good thing. He kept doing that, and every single time Udogie locked him up. It was brilliant, very good to watch. And by the way, very good battle. There were times where Garnacho would beat him, but Udogie would recover. Good left back. Aside from that, the guy came on, Tottenham's new signing. He's built massive unit, which was interesting, by the way. Ange brought an extra defender on, which he's not used to seeing that. He actually decided to hold the lead. And on our part, Hojlund scored a brilliant goal. It was a very good finish, and it was very strange to see a ball taken, like a finish so well in the box. And yeah, worrying. But once Martinez, who by the way came on, brilliant, looked good, came on. Casemiro and Shaw, then I will judge even more. Because by the way, one last thing. In this game, United were about to play. If we won, Ten Hag would have the highest win percentage in Man United history. If we lost, Ten Hag would have the highest loss percentage in Man United history. So we drew. It's very tough to assess us right now. It's really tough. So yeah.
But as you said, you're still Ten Hag in. There's no worries or concerns for you.
No, I respect the people who are Ten Hag out because I've clarified with people who are Ten Hag out. They are accepting the jail time that will come after Ten Hag is sacked. The jail time being Graham Potter. It will be an inevitable 8, 9 months of us doing shit, and then Graham Potter would be sacked, and then we would move on. Like Man United fans that are Ten Hag out, if you're okay with the jail time that comes with Potter after that, which some are, I completely respect that. You're willing to go through a lot of shit before it gets good. Because trust me, it looks bad now. It can get way worse if we sack Ten Hag because Ineos love Potter and they will get him. He's their man. He's free. So we
And
will see.
you asked Amir as well in terms of January. So what's your hopes, dreams for the next 16 days?
That's a good question. TalkSport. I actually trust TalkSport when it comes to transfer news. Not when they say other things, but they have said Man United are not going to get Benzema. It's just not happening. I think it might be wage related or I don't know, but we're not getting him. I actually don't think we're going to get anyone because Martial is it's a struggle right now. The agent in Turkey, I think he's come back. Martial's wages are too high. He's living a good life at Old Trafford. It might just have to be a case of sticking with Martial and Hojlund, which is great, isn't it? It's not good for us, but yeah, I don't think anything's going to happen. Maybe we'll get a loan, Michael Carrick on loan. Oh, he's manager, but like maybe we might do a bit of nepotism and just get someone.
Livermore on loan or something, or Huddleston on
Yeah,
loan.
Jones is managing the under 18, 19 team. If we need an extra centre back, Phil Jones. We're a strange club. I don't see any incomings because we don't technically have ownership right now. it's a bit like transition period, so everything's weird.
No one's in file had any paperwork, so you're not going to sign any players.
I dream of Benzema, by the way, Dan. I would absolutely just bite your hand off with Benzema. That would be a game changer. I think Benzema would pick us if he had a
Any
choice
club
because,
against Benzema. Any club
Yeah.
I
against
think
him.
out of the
Probably
three
not.
of us, probably United or Chelsea more like to get
just because
him.
of money and Varane and Casemiro are there. Man United, the name he's at his end. It'd be cool.
I think Arsenal
he'd come.
also.
And you've got
Arsenal
Real
also tend
Madrid
to look.
as well.
I was going to say
We're
tend to look.
we're more attractive.
Arsenal tend to look a
No.
bit closer to home in terms of like the Tony links and obviously
Mm.
holding on to Nketiah for years and obviously signing Jesus
Bad
from
choice.
City and stuff like
No,
that.
this is a good question then, El. Okay, if
Go on,
Man
hit me.
United, Arsenal, and Chelsea were to offer Benzema, let's say the 350k a week he probably wants, who do you think Benzema chooses? Right now,
United.
for 6 months.
Chelsea, easy Chelsea.
United. He'll go to
Chelsea?
United. Now he'll go United
Oh, why
straight away.
Chelsea?
Easy Chelsea.
United's the name pack that he'll go to, and then second he'd go Arsenal, and then last it'll be Chelsea. There's nothing attractive about Chelsea right
Wait,
now.
why would he go over us? Okay. To be fair,
No,
you can't
what?
make the money argument. You can't make the money argument because it's
Yeah.
the same wage we're all offering.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I would
I think
actually
you
agree
guys
then.
got
With
a
that. I
point.
think Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Why? You
Because-
guys,
Man United's Man United. Anyone who wants to go to Man United, it's just a name pack. Like, oh my god, I played for Man United because they used to be so
Well,
good.
true.
So I think it's just got like that attractiveness. Arsenal, we're currently an attractive club. We're top 4 with Champions League, so there's no reason why not to.
you're attractive, but
Chelsea,
look at those
you're
others.
below us. You're not attractive at the moment, and all your big players are a bit booky at the moment.
Money
And
talks.
Benzema could play UCL, man, with Arsenal.
That's it,
I
yeah.
think.
See,
Do you know what? I will actually put you ahead of us. The whole UCL thing might just bring him back again to
I don't
Arsenal.
think Arsenal can afford him. I swear
no,
they're
but he
like.
just,
but
yeah,
that-
but
that's the
this is
thing, yeah.
hypothetical, yeah.
Yeah, with the
they're
same wage.
hypothetical. I feel like Chelsea, like West London.
No, you
Chelsea,
hope
part of
that
London.
Chelsea.
I mean, what would you? What do you have? Wait, what do you have to provide for Benzema out of the
Yeah,
three
money.
clubs?
Yeah, but
Money.
we just had
No,
the
but we
hypothetical.
just said, yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same money.
But it doesn't matter. Like so many other players. I mean, Pogba joined you guys to play in the Europa League instead of going.
No, but why would he
Staying in
play
you
for
guys.
you? You're not even.
Yeah, well,
competing
what are
for
you in?
It doesn't matter what we're
He
in.
was still in the Carabao Cup.
We're more likely to win the cup than you at the moment. So
That's
what's
great.
that to do?
But it's still
It
not
is,
attracting
bro. It's
Benzema to your
another
club.
top team.
G.
In your next golden era, and you're not going to win any trophies. That's cool.
All right, well, you never know. Just never say
No,
never.
we do know. You're not
All
winning
right,
the
Mr.
Prem,
fucking Nostradamus,
and
predicting
you're
the
not going to win
future.
the Champions League at all. You'll never win that. So another failed season.
Fortune
Yeah.
teller, he's getting the crystal ball out.
I am, yeah, and you're not winning
Do
anything.
you know what? If they get Benzema, you never know. Although I
it,
don't
that's
see
it.
you getting.
They won't do anything, man. Honestly.
Yeah, you won't get him because it's not really your style.
We'll
to
get him
play
Babs.
like that.
It's fine. We'll get him Babs.
Embarrassing.
Get Giroud back in.
The
I was gonna say-
only other game I want to kind of like touch on was Newcastle, Man City. What a game
I
that
wa-
was! And
Yeah, I wanted to
Kevin
say
De Bruyne.
something. I
Brilliant.
think
That
there
was a
should be a
brilliant game.
petition for De Bruyne to be banned from this league. That guy is so fucking overpowered.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Just
he's
injury,
doing
yeah.
his trim's hard. I like the new trim.
I absolutely loved how clinical. I was saying this to an Arsenal friend. I know we were a bit clinical yesterday, but
That's
in
me.
that game, if that game happened between United and Arsenal, it was going to end 1-0. Every chance was taken so well. Like you saw Isaac up in the final third, Gordon, everyone took their chance.
Isaac
brilliantly.
could have
It
had
was so
another
good to
two,
see.
I reckon.
Yeah,
There's the one he put
but I
straight
watched the
out.
highlights. I didn't see any misses.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
imagine
no,
if
yeah.
Arsenal got Isaac. If Arsenal got Isaac, that's the question. If Arsenal did get Isaac in that
If-
game,
if-
do you think they could have won the league by now with Isaac?
Who knows?
Who knows? All ifs and buts.
Yeah, if buts and maybes.
I think to
What's
finish
the
on,
Arsenal
If we
defending?
signed Ronaldo and Messi back in 2005, would we have done big thing? Like, I don't know. You never know.
That's unrealistic. I mean, Isaac, you guys were
All
like,
right.
Can we do one more game? The Real Madrid game, the Super Cup final.
I saw the score. I didn't watch the game though.
That was an incredible game. But
That
Barcelona are
Lewandowski
probably a bigger
finish
meme than
was
all of
crazy
us.
as well. Lewandowski's. I'd take Lewandowski for a bit as well if I could for 6
I
months.
think anyone would take Lewandowski.
We've said this for years. He's one of the best strikers.
He's
top-
so
top
disrespected,
three,
though.
4 strikers.
I think he's second best striker in this generation, in my opinion.
Second best.
Even
What, behind who?
Suarez.
So
What, ahead of Benzema?
Yeah, in my opinion.
I disagree with that. But to be
No,
fair,
that-
Benzema before 2019 was
all
a
right,
mystery.
can we do that quickly? What's the top 5 strikers of this generation? We'll say
What
from
what
20
what age are we going back to?
I say we do 2010 onward, 2010 till now.
Suarez, Lewandowski,
Suarez, Aguero,
Benzema.
Suarez, Aguero,
Aguero.
Kane, Lewandowski, Benzema.
What? Dan?
Yeah, you heard me.
Wait. I would put Suarez top, then I would.
Suarez is
will
number
always
one.
be top.
Yeah,
Suarez
that wasn't
Yeah,
in an
we
order.
agree.
That was just names.
Suarez
We
is
agree
top.
with Suarez.
Hmm?
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Do we
I-
put
My
Karim?
opinion, I think
I'm
Lewandowski
putting
number two.
Benzema. Just out of pure. Like, is it about like what they've won or who's the better player? Because
We have to
Who
look
would you
at.
want as your number 9, basically, in their prime?
What about
okay,
Aguero?
no,
No?
Why would Aguero be in the top 5?
I think Aguero's bottom of that. That you just the names you gave them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
I think Kane's better than Aguero,
Yeah.
Him-
but I dislike Aguero a lot. So
Oh, yeah, I can tell. Right?
yeah.
Yeah, we just haven't seen it. What about
He's
Higuain? We
just
got
a
the
troll.
Yeah,
headlights.
heard it
He's
here
a
first.
troll.
Aguero is
Are you going to
actually
put
the
Rooney in this conversation?
Chavez, in your opinion, is Aguero actually the worst striker full stop of the last 14 years? Just he's bottom of the pile of strikers.
No. He's just a
You
troll.
said
Though.
you said
He's the biggest
2010
troll.
onwards, Amir, yeah?
2010 onwards, yeah.
Yeah, then Rooney, you can't
Does
really.
Zlatan make it?
Yeah, in terms of like
Yeah, I
popularity,
guess.
sure.
We're talking about striker. We're talking about pure strikers, aren't we?
I'm not even sure. But I just wanted to say that Real Madrid
I
were
think
outstanding
top
again.
three.
Oh,
Chavez,
yeah.
could you say top three are Suarez? They're interchangeable. I think Suarez number 1, but interchangeable 2 and 3, Lewandowski and Benzema. Or would you not say
Hmm.
that?
Yeah, maybe.
On their day. Put it at that, on their day.
Yeah.
I think the last thing to finish on would be Premier League team of the season so far
Yeah, let's do it.
to finish on.
Ooh.
Very last. I just want to say that
Oh.
about that game. The thing that Vinny did yesterday, no one's going to do anything better than that this entire 2024 calendar year. A hat
What
trick
is
in the
it?
Super Cup final, El Clasico, no chance. No one's beating that.
Might be a Martinelli hat trick in the UCL final. Never know.
Okay, if he does that, then yeah. But
I'm
against
joking.
your rivals in a
Yeah.
final.
Yeah.
The funny
Fair enough.
Martinelli as well, of all the players he could have picked.
Yeah,
up.
why'd you have to ruin my point by bringing up that idiot? We're talking
Martinelli.
about
Round
elite
straight
players.
away.
Elite
Yeah.
players.
We'll do that, and then afterwards we'll actually do our team of the year after, because I actually want to do like an overall team of the year. But Prem team of the season, goalkeeper, I think we can all agree is Alisson.
What about Vicario?
Vicario, yeah.
I think Alisson. Still, they're top of the league as well.
Do you know what? Just purely off of shots prevented, they were showing that stat, and Vicario just clears everyone.
I'll take
I give
Vicario.
it. I give Vicario. He's really good. He had some really good games as well.
Okay, Vicario's in goal then. Interesting. Right back.
Trent.
Yeah, it's got to be right in terms of.
Excuse me. I think it's just Trent via default. No matter he can
There's
have a
there's
bad-
not really another right back out there that's
Yeah, but Trent's been
probably.
brilliant.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what
he
I'm saying.
actually
There's not
wins that
there's not has
easily.
been his
Yeah,
Pedro
I'll
Porro's
put
been
him.
okay, but yeah.
Saliba, centre back. Don't do that, Amir.
Mm,
Don't do that, Amir.
Van Dijk's one of them, 100%. This
I
season.
would
This
say
season.
Saliba and Van
Saliba
Dijk.
and Van
Season,
Dijk.
season so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saliba. If you don't think Saliba gets in this team of the season so far, it's crazy.
Van de Ven was good, but yeah, I would still go to
Well, he
Saliba.
missed like 6 weeks from injury, didn't he?
And look what happened to us
Saliba,
because you weren't there.
Give it to Saliba, sure.
Hates us, look. He's gritted his
back.
To me,
teeth.
you've made an argument.
it's
I
fine.
agree.
Left back.
Trips.
It's a W.
Doggy.
Oh yeah. Got that.
I reckon a doggy.
Oh, should we just pick 3 midfielders?
Yeah, 3. DM.
Rodri.
Rodri.
What about Douglas Luiz?
Yeah.
Oh,
Could you? Oh no.
No,
If
I'll shout.
If Douglas Luiz gets a
No.
shout, then Declan Rice gets a shout. Then
No, based on this season. No, it's not right.
It's true on any Arsenal player he can, isn't it?
What?
But John McGinn.
Rice has been really good, to be fair, but I'd actually give it to Douglas Luiz. Why not?
No, I still think Rodri
Yeah, but Rodri's been like suspended, injured. Like
Injured,
was injured for 2 weeks.
and look how bad that 2 weeks went.
exactly. Yeah.
Fine, I actually don't mind. I suggested Douglas Luiz, so I actually don't mind. If you want to go to Douglas Luiz DM,
I said Luiz, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'd put Rice. I'm not even joking. We're just clowning
back
him.
at
but-
fine. Yeah, he scored some winners. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's the
last few
winners he
games-
scored, yeah.
last few games.
It's all right,
were
mate.
poor, but-
It's okay.
And then attacking midfielder Cole Palmer.
James Madison.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
What?
was going to say Cole Palmer. I'd vote Cole Palmer.
What? Dan, you are putting Madison down.
Madison
Yeah.
hasn't played for like a
Dan,
month
Palmer's
and a
just scored
half.
pens.
He hasn't
Like,
played for 2 months.
So Palmer's only scored pens.
Well, then
And
why
he scored
can't
a
we put
few.
Van der Ven in then? Fine, then let's put Van
Go.
der Ven in then.
For
Van
who?
der Ven's been much
What?
better than Saliba.
Attacking midfield? Why have you gone back?
No, because if you're using that argument,
Because he
for
hates
Madison-
Arsenal. If he could have no Arsenal players in the
I don't
team, no
hate
matter how
Arsenal.
well we do, he'll do it.
No,
Saliba is
hasn't
in
been
over
good.
Van der Ven.
Look at Cole Palmer's output. I think it's been higher than Madison this
No,
season.
yeah, but that's because penalties. Madison's been the star man. Dan, you know it. When
He
Tottenham
hasn't
play,
played for
he's
2
their
months.
Yeah,
star
that's
player.
that's the thing. He's been injured for so long.
I'm not
He's
giving
missed
it
a
to
lot of
Palmer.
games.
Surely
Yeah,
there's someone better than Palmer.
yeah.
Can't call
I'm
me
standing on with
anti-Arsenal
it. I'm standing.
when
I'll be in this
you're
with
not
Chavez.
putting- You're just copying him, but you're just not putting him in for the.
I'm
for
not
what reason?
copying him. I can't believe you're putting
In
a shout of
Chelsea,
Cole
Let's
Palmer.
recency
Why not? Why
bias.
not?
Let's give it to
What's the reason
KDB.
why
Why
Cole
not
Palmer's
Saliba
good?
then?
Huh?
God, I
I
wish
gave you
KDB played more.
Saliba
No, but you were trying to get him
Why?
out for Van der Ven.
because I think Van der Ven's been more influential in his team.
And I think the
What if
exact
we
same
put?
for Madison over Palmer.
I mean, I would say Anthony Gordon's been better than Thingy, and he's not going to get in the wing spot. So why don't we put Gordon in attacking midfield? Gordon at attacking midfield.
I think Cole Palmer. My vote's for Cole Palmer either on the right wing or as an attacking midfielder or somewhere in that team. 100%.
Okay. My vote is for Gordon attacking midfield.
Oh,
You're changing
I'd
now,
say
so no longer
Palmer.
Madison.
He doesn't play attacking midfield.
No, he doesn't, but he's not going to make it in his actual position probably. So
Why can't he play left wing?
Mm, to be fair, yeah. Do you know what? Right. So let's go Madison then.
Madison,
I'm not
yeah.
going Palmer.
I like Cole Palmer.
Well, we're stuck at 2-2. So
Okay, it's Cole Palmer / Madison then, because these two are just.
let us know.
You can't
Let us know
just
what you think.
This is what Bruno used to get ripped apart about. Like you can't just for pens. He's good
Okay,
though.
well,
Palmer's good.
Left wing, are we going Gordon off default?
Pens. He scored like 1 pen in the last
Oh, what about
How long?
Martinelli?
Martin no shot.
Striker.
but it's
Duffy's
still
not
eight.
played enough.
Gordon,
Where has
you
Duffy
have-
disappeared to?
Wait, let me think of who else can be in there. Leon Bailey, maybe. He's been very good.
Musa Diaby, or is he on the right?
He's on the right.
Foden, 100% Foden's been fantastic for City.
Oh, I would
I
prefer
was
an
for
attacking
Foden.
midfield.
Phil Foden left wing.
Oh man, we should have put Foden attacking midfield.
But you didn't.
Okay, fine. Foden left wing. He wins. He beats Gordon.
Joe Pedro striker.
Oh, Erling, right?
Who's striker?
Yeah, it's got to be
No.
Haaland. He still scored like 15 goals or something stupid like that.
Still top goal.
No, but hasn't Watkins been really good?
Yeah, but Haaland's still.
Holland's still the robot.
If anyone was
Don't-
on like 15, 16
To be
goals.
fair, where has Holland been?
Okay, no. Do you know what? I'll give you a stat. Erling Haaland has scored the same amount of non-penalty goals as Dominic Solanke this season in the Premier League.
Penalty still
Oh,
got
yeah,
a goal
Solanke.
on it.
Well,
Did you
hmm?
did you beat Wigan 1-0 or 2-0 on Monday?
Yeah, but come on, we're talking about Solanke in a Bournemouth team with a team like Man City that
My
create
vote's for
chances.
Erling Haaland, and I still think under Erling Haaland, Ollie Watkins is more of a shout, and Isaac have more of a shout than Solanke. But
This season?
yeah,
No, I'm
My
going
vote's for-
Solanke. I think Solanke's had a better season than Haaland.
Erling Haaland.
I'll stick with Haaland.
Oh yeah, Haaland. The fact is I'm not comparing them obviously, but you know how like Messi would score like 40, 50 goals in a season. Everyone's like, well, he's only scored 40 odd goals. It's like Haaland's come in and scored like 15 goals already, and everyone's like, well, he's
Yeah,
only-
but for Haaland to
only
not be
on 15
outscoring
goals.
Solanke is quite
This
poor
is
for
clear out
Haaland.
quickly, by the way. Right wing Salah.
Yeah, right wing Salah, easy.
Yeah. Manager.
Areola.
Unai.
You know, Emery. No, Klopp.
Unai.
Klopp.
No,
Klopp.
yeah. Emery's City. Got Villa sitting in
No,
third.
it's got to be Unai Emery, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I think Klopp.
Give it Sean Dyche for rescuing Everton. Well,
No,
as
but
it stands, they might
Yeah.
get
he has to rescue them again.
We've done that. Now,
It's going to be Man City.
Yeah.
goalkeeper to Stegen won the league.
I was
I think.
thinking to Stegen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alisson.
Oh, it wouldn't be Alisson. It wouldn't be. Alisson was really good second half, but. But then he was good as well in the first. He was good.
I'm still
last year.
going to Alisson goalkeeper. Easy.
Yeah, go on.
Fine.
Is that good?
Right back.
Kyle Walker.
It
Yeah.
has to be right.
Yeah. Centre
Yeah.
back's got to be Diaz.
Diaz.
Stones is
Stone?
kind of. Yeah, this is going to be so for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's someone out there that's been better, but that can't be us.
Left back.
A
we go-
doggy.
Don't do it. Don't do that.
How did Milan get on in Serie A?
Hakimi?
Fernandes.
One that-
I'm thinking they got to the UCL. No, they got to the UCL final. I'm thinking maybe they.
Or Inter, DeMarco or something.
Yeah, that's what I was. Chavez went, oh, it's all Prem. I'm trying to diversify the team a little bit.
I'm back at DeMarco.
Yeah, it's not going to be a Man City player. We know that. Barca won the league with was it Balde at left back?
Look at Alex
yeah.
Balde.
Let's just give it to DeMarco. Why not?
Midfield. Rodri is one of them.
De Bruyne is
Rodri.
also the other.
De Bruyne and Bellingham.
Yeah,
Do Bellingham.
yeah.
No.
No
Yeah.
Valverde, maybe?
This is so painful.
No, on
No.
the left.
Don't
And then
say
Baps.
Grealish.
By striker, let's just clear out is Haaland.
Mbappe.
Yeah. Mbappe still scored a lot of
Because
goals.
the World Cup counts still, not. Yeah, it does.
No, it
Right?
was 22.
No, 22, mate.
Yeah.
Mbappe and then Messi. Messi right wing.
Salah?
Salah.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I would say Salah.
Salah, yeah.
With Messi.
It's good to have an African player in there as well, just for like diversity.
Diversify the team.
That's it, yeah.
Right then.
I think that wraps us up for this episode, really, don't it? Anything else? Any other teams? No.
Good to go.
Well, we'll be back, I suppose, next week.
I don't know how you lot didn't want Cole Palmer in that team. I think you lot absolutely lost the plot, you two. At the
I know
bottom.
you've lost the plot there. It's your bias there, but mate.
Never
Okay, well,
lost it.
let's.
How's that biased? I'm gonna have a check the stats whilst you're here. Madison compared to Cole Palmer.
Okay, do you know what? Do that and tell me, because you said output, right? Who has had more goals and assists per game? Madison or Palmer? And I'm telling you, it's Madison. I
Yeah,
haven't
but
even seen it.
well, if someone plays one game and scores a hat trick, and like, do you know what I mean?
Madison's played games. Look, Madison's played 11
He
Premier League
hasn't played
matches.
for
He
like
scored
2 months though.
3 goals,
just-
5 assists, 8 goal
Palm-
contributions.
Palmer-
Yeah, 8, yeah.
I think Palmer's on like 13
9
or
goals
something.
for Palmer, 4 assists.
Oh, how many games?
18, 7 more games.
And you know, one thing about Madison, he's not scored a penalty in that as well.
That's okay. You got Bruno, pen merchant. I thought you'd be the biggest advocate for pens, if anyone.
I'm not saying Palmer's bad. I mean, he's probably the best youngster this season, but behind Foden, of course.
Do you think he'll
Probably ahead of
bet-
Saka. I would say Palmer's had a better season than Saka. Absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think that sums it up.
Yeah, at this
Or we...
point, would have
Nope,
got
still
good
go.
Gooner of the season. If the season ended tomorrow, who's your Gooner of the year?
Who's my what?
Gunnosaurus.
Dinosaurus of the season, the Arsenal player of the season. Who would it be?
Declan Rice or Saliba?
What about you? Chavez?
Ours.
You ain't got
I
much
don't
to
know.
say about it,
No one really
man.
deserves shit
Man,
from the team.
Ineos for saving your club.
Put the kit man, yeah, or just Jim Radcliffe maybe.
Yeah. No. Luke
Yeah.
Littler, he's a good Man United fan. Who would be the PFA Player of the Year?
Ooh, tough. PFA player of the year.
Solanke?
Oh, wait. Bad, man.
Breaking news:
That's a good
Chavez has
question.
an
Let's do that,
obsession
young-
with Dominic Solanke and hopes Man United are going to sign him in the next 6
Oh,
months.
I really imagine.
He's dead food. Let's do that. Player of the year and young player of the year. Young player is Cole Palmer, and then player of the year.
Oh my.
is-
Wait, does Foden still count as young? He does, doesn't he?
Wait, he's like 30 now, isn't he? He's got to be old.
It's like up to 24.
Wait, is it just Prem? It's Prem, isn't it? Yeah.
Foden's 23. Yeah. I would actually, I'd say Foden wins that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who's the player of the season?
Don't say Haaland. It's not Haaland.
De
Probably
Bruyne.
Salah, no?
Yeah, that's joking.
Just as of now, Salah, right?
Salah, yeah.
You sure it's
Yeah.
not James Madison or Solanke, Chavez?
Yeah, this guy's got an obsession with Madison now. I don't know where that's come from.
Madison-
Right, I think
Perfect.
that finally
Right.
sums us up for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and until next week, goodbye.